This setup. Oh, well, that's a little peculiar. What an odd thing to happen. Okay, now just to get all this settled with. That it has certainly been a day. I don't know if you can hear it, but you probably might be able to hear the damn fan going off in the background. It's just so fucking hot. It's ridiculously hot. Okay, let's get this going. Yeah. Once again, that happy little music, which obviously is going to betray what should be expected, but I don't know. Okay, what was that? Okay, last time I was on that save, but I ended up pushing further into that one. So I'm a little further on this save than I was on where I left off before I last streamed this, because I had forgotten that I wasn't streaming. So I'll just continue to where I left off from last time that I did actually stream. Alright, I think this is the second poem. Yeah, probably second poem. Well, let's show it to Sayori first. Yeah, I remember. I named the dude Cheese. Just I couldn't think of anything unique, and it's just immediately the first thing that floated to the top of my head. So there we go. Yeah, I know it's really dumb, but whatever. Why would I be hiding anything? Like, she's supposed to be my best friend, and yeah, poems definitely are good. Yesterday's and this one too. Can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one that feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. Well, yeah, obviously, because she's a... Well, at least she wouldn't likely admit to it in public, because she's the tsundere character. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well... Guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. See what is gonna... I know I played through this, but I don't remember what actually happens. I'm gonna guess she's gonna all blushy. Yeah, let's see, there you go. Your little blushy face. Now, wah. It's like she thinks she's Borat over here. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, she done burned the house down last time. At least I remember that much. Wouldn't exactly call that an adventure so much as a tragedy, really. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. That's kind of disturbing. We have that kind of weird connection. No, that's not a weird connection. That's just disturbing. Like you're putting like... Okay, yeah, now I remember. I absolutely hate this guy because he's just like a total jerk. I'd go so far as to think that he's gonna end up being a sociopath because he's just like not... this guy is okay. Anyway, it's your fault for getting in... See, and he's blaming it on her. It's ridiculous. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you. Do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head, okay? But words like... You could have at least shown like a hand, like, on the head, patting, and should be all like blushy like that, and hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Okay, but where's the pencil? Bruh, please. Hey, Chi, will you give me your poem? Kinda wanna keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Yeah. And he's freaking out too. Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Well, she's too late, bruh. You made her think that. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Oh, she done broke her pencil. Yep, I broke my pencil. I already hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped and bam, yeah. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Oh, I forgot, what is the type of character that does that? They're like clumsy and it's supposed to be cute. Something like that. I'm sure there's a word for it, but whatever. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. Pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and my forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts and bottles all in a room. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Well, this is kind of lewd. That's so wrong. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Yordi's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Oh, damn, that's a mood. Wonder if this is one of those times. Hell yeah, it is. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, well, that's that. I'm gonna show it to Monica next. Hi, Genchis. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think sourly, like the other one you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. You do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. Not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a little bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them a share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. Not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's not like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Really? She's gonna get deep on us? Not really. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay. That can be taken in so many different ways. That's absurd. And still, this happy music keeps playing over and over. And you know damn well something terrible is about to happen. I just know it. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just kind of a thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Ha ha ha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be about as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha 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 ha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, she's already breaking the fourth wall. Alright. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Whew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Yay, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. I'm glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me not to completely miss the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sarui's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. It was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Okay, now I'm starting to have the feeling that I have done this before, but whatever. It's probably from the last time that I actually did it, but wasn't streaming, so I'm just getting deja vu. Or maybe the game is actually fucking with my head and making me remember things that never actually happened. It just feels familiar. Anyway. Amy likes spiders. You know I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Wow. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Oh, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks well, that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Not conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright. Why are you even asking that question, bro? There's literally only one person I can show it to. It'd be absolutely absurd. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. It's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. Yeah, that's always the case. Well, with pretty much most animals, really. Well, yeah, it just kind of reminds me of all the stray cats outside my house. Of course, I don't feed them because, they're stray cats. I'm sure somebody will feed them, or they'll just find ways to feed themselves. But, really, it's kind of, that sort of thing is just a little bit of a problem, but, it's, it is what it is. If people really want cats, I think they should adopt, really. Because there's just like way too many cats around. Anyway, the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. Ooh, somebody's getting edgy. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Oh, this is kind of... I don't know, I'm just finding this funny. I don't know why. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Each time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. That's spicy. was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Oh, I don't know, I think like the raccoon is a subtle metaphor to a specific urge to do a specific action. Well, she's certainly cutting herself on all that edge from that poem. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. What, like feeding a raccoon? See, you keep feeding the raccoon and it keeps coming back, and eventually you just have this really fat-ass raccoon in your front yard or backyard. And now I cannot stop picturing the idea of an overweight raccoon trying to get into the house. It's ridiculous. Anyway, it's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone comes sit at the front of the room... Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Already has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Oh, bro, please, show us the poster. Like, they could have put that in and maybe it would look like a 5-year-old children's drawing or something, and probably would have been like adorable and shit. And like, Sayori would have been like all, like, I made this, and Natsuki would have like put her down or something, like calling her a child, and Yuri would have wanted to stay out of the argument, and then Monica would have to break shit up like she always does. Oh, anyway. Are you kidding me, Monica? You don't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. Oh, sorry. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance, and we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. That's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room with 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been really trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem to use. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality, and there's a meme in that, and glances around her, as if she bewildered her, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's is. It's serene and bittersweet. Well, that's kind of different for her. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even she's like that. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of a delivery. I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before cheese. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let cheese lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. I just leave you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reading. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know that the festival's coming up. Well, let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Haha. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Cheese. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayuri fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. No, they're gonna... Damn it. Really? There's no secret third choice? Oh, what the hell? Damn it. It's like... Freaking progress the story with the emo edgy girl, or... continue with the best friend and... well, it doesn't matter. They're all gonna be horrible decisions, aren't they? Fuck it, we'll just go with this one. Sorry. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Oh, I'm sure all kinds of bad shit's gonna happen in that time. Yo, why is... What the hell? Why is this... Dude, her little avatar thing is not there. There's only 3 of them now. Dude, that's bad. That's... Oh, man. Wait, Lily's... Okay, well, maybe there's like 2 bad ones, but all the other ones are kind of like... happy or neutral. What am I gonna... Oh, where I see how I move. One... Well, there's only one... Wow, these are actually all kind of happy, except for this one, but... Well, I mean, that could be happy too, so, you know, happy tears and whatnot. Let's go with that. Boop. I don't even know what the hell the poem would be that would include boop. Okay, well, there's a bad one there. There's a bad one. Entropy could be bad. Let's go with essence. Really? Bad. Happy neutral. Bad. Possibly bad, depending on how you look at it. Possibly bad, depending on how you look at it. Possibly bad, yeah. These are all, okay, that's some, well, that could be bad, that could be bad, that could be bad, that could be bad. That's pretty much bad. It's kind of neutral. Let's go with the happy shit, because whatever. That's bad. Let's find all the happy shit. Bad, obviously. Bad. Possibly bad. Here. Put to happiness. No, no tragedy. Fuck that. Bad, bad, bad. Possibly bad. I mean, I know it's probably bad, but I'm gonna pick that just because. No unstable, no disaster. Okay, what, something good. I guess friends, because, you know, all that friendship shit that seems to work for anime. No, we're not going with depression. See, it's right there. It says anime. It's like exactly, it knows. It knows. It's reading me, man. I see somebody's trying to spoil it for me already.
So I might have a car here tomorrow that I need the yard for. So I can get with your car.
Yeah.
What do you think? Here
Is it another Volvo or?
Yeah. I wish. It'd be a lot easier. No, it's what's her name's dad's car. Something.
Gonna need a hand?
What?
Gonna need a hand?
Well, I mean, it's gonna be like 7:30 a.m. So I mean, it's newer car. So it's just gonna be really just kind of looking at it, looking for leaks. Yeah. Holy, get over your window, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Listening for general sound.
yeah, I know. It's like fucking that. It's like that scene in Deer Hunter, fucking Russian lit in the Flint's house.
Trying to hotbox it in here with sweat.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh my god.
Because that's gonna get.
Well,
hot.
if I'm up,
What are you doing Monday?
work. Because I got the annual project that I need to finish before Wednesday next week.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna head up to that's what there's a PV54, 544,
Nice.
which is those old Ford style.
Yeah.
That's junk. There's a
Well, I thought you
240.
didn't like the Ford shit though.
Right. 1960 PV44.
Oh, okay. So there's a cutoff year then.
Right. 2001 and 2 are the Ford ones. Yeah. And then it was Chinese up until a couple of years ago, and now it's all. But like I said, I'm still not a big fan.
Yeah.
It's too much complicated. Matter of fact, that 2000 this is so freaking sensitive. Like I upgraded the throttle body, electronic throttle
Yeah.
body, and the ETS light will not come off now, which is the thing that warns you about throttle. And it's fine. It's just glitchy because it doesn't like it. Anyway, I'll do the morning.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm gonna drill some holes, dude.
Yeah, eventually.
No, like,
No.
like this weekend would be a great weekend to drop you a.
Well, sure, if you want to get up in there.
Get up in there. Like, closet,
Well,
drill hole in the closet, and over. I got new line too. And it'd be like a lot easier if you
well, move shit around.
block to the other wall.
Yeah.
I get it. Alright.
Well, you know, something to do, so.
Oh, I have plenty of shit to do. He's in the garage.
Yeah, I know. Looking ridiculous in there. Oh, okay, anyway. Sorry about that. Let's see. What was that? Yeah, happy. Hell, I picked the happy thing and Monica's all flipping out. Whatever. What am I? Yeah, I'll just pick that. And for the last one, dude, seriously, we're just throwing that at me. The last one, it's bad, possibly bad. What the hell? There's not a lot of good choices here. So I'm just gonna pick that one, whatever. It's all the happy shit. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, and there's another meme in that too. Starting this club, and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke made no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in a corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, and they must be spending a lot of time together, I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? And what way you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Cheese. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know that's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. Oh no, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe you just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Cheese. Me? How on earth could you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. And it's not any different now than it always has been. You're so fun, Cheese. Have you thought that maybe you always seem have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. Sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so I try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay everyone, after some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, share it with Monica, because, Monica. Ladies, have you thought about what you want to submit your poem at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other each day. Surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been feeling a bit off today? Yeah? Did she tell you something? Well, you haven't been particular with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. This fucking bitch, she's gonna fucking Nancy Kerrigan her and like break her leg or some shit. Like, why would you say something like that? Seriously, that's just such a foreboding thing to say. You know, like the character was all happy and now she's all sad and shit, and then this freaking she's over here like, oh, it'd be real bad if something happened to her. Like, yeah, you know something bad is gonna happen to her. Oh man, really? Oh, whatever. Anyway, Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Oh, never mind. This really isn't time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star, glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and look for answers are sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get all philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. But if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. Like, well, are we breaking the... Is this really the meta thing going on? Breaking the fourth wall, like, constantly? You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that writing is good or okay or bad, you want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Poems. You know what? I think I'm going to show my poem last to Saori, because she's all depressed and shit, and it probably would be like really nice to end with her, maybe cheer her up, so fuck it, you're next. Well done, Cheese. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking. Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. You want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaos. Now that's either an S or an O. Oh, is there another? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's an O. Where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. So this is probably like a metaphor for having a stable foundation as a person. And that's kind of what I get out of it. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. See, I knew it. I knew it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. Okay, so is she the one that likes spiders, or is the little pink-haired girl the one that likes spiders? Because, like, the way Natsuki wrote it, it could be, like, in third person, or, like, she's looking at it from a different approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, anyway, so Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. Damn. Wow, she's like showing her inner bitch right now. Like, but being eloquent about it so it doesn't seem like that on face value. But I mean, come on, like, how do you just straight say, like, oh, well, I don't really give a shit about her writing style, I just went along to, you know, pacify her. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, well, I'll be sure. Natsuki, because maybe they wrote about the beach, or maybe they didn't write about the beach. I wonder. See, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that she actually didn't write about the beach here. I think Yuri was just using the beach as a metaphor. But, I mean, that's just me. I'm just guessing here. I mean, it could be, like, if you really think about it, like, Yuri... Okay, so Yuri wrote about the beach, but she was using it as a metaphor. But then Natsuki could have actually written about the beach just because of the way her style is. Like, compared to Yuri, she's more like the, you know, face value, what you see is what you get type of character with her writing, I guess. I mean, I know it's only been, what, like 4 poem entries now that I'm kind of just getting used to the way they write. Because, like, not, you know, Natsuki's just, you know, you take her stuff at face value, there's really no metaphors in it. I mean, there's allusions, but it's never really anything, like, overarching into, like, a real sense of meta. Whereas Yuri's the opposite of that. Like, all her shit is metaphors for something else. And Monica is just completely nonsensical, and she writes... Her stuff is more... Seems like it's more about a different kind of meta. Like, she's not addressing the character, but, like, us, the player. And then Saori is just like, she's writing about trying to be happy, but there's like that little bit of sadness in her, like, you know, it's just kind of like, you get like that some days. You know, everybody wants you to be happy, and sure, you can put on a happy face, but sometimes you just want to, like, sleep and shit, because, you know, shit happens and whatnot, but that's like total mood. But anyway, let's get this going. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No! Gross! It's not like I care. See, it's just absolutely so dead. You just insert it. It's not like, you know, when whatever the fucking subject is currently on about with the meme. And she's like tiny and she's supposed to be angry or something like that. But anyway, she's, yeah, like, whatever. I'm thinking about shit too much. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's not like you would actually do, like, bruh, please. Almost every fourth sentence that she says anything, it always tends to start with, it's not like they're playing too much into the trope now. I don't know, it's kind of off-putting. It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, or maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Laughter. How the hell do you call that a joke? I don't know, maybe because you're being like an insensitive prick and you deserve to be elbowed in the stomach? Seriously, I fucking hate this character. This dude's a dickhole. It seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. Yeah, you know what else is the point? Her elbow in your stomach. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Yeah, she might just freaking pick up one of those chairs in the background, just smash it over your head. God, I wish she would do that. Anyway, Natsuki holds her palm out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Funny. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight. Oh. Okay, so now they're both writing about metaphors. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Okay, so what the hell? Like, I was just talking about how she just, you know, what you see is what you get, but now she's writing freaking metaphors. Yeah, way to shake things up, game. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Jeez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted to write us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. And finally, we get to show our poem to Sayori. What is up with this girl? She's like, you could even see it in like her mouth is set in a smile. Her eyes are reading like happy, but her eyebrows say no. This is your best one so far. Really, really nice. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Girl, your eyebrows definitely give you away. Like, not everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki, but in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most already. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori glanced around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what would cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing. It's just a little rain cloud. Sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Yeah? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is it so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Oh, stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps us lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little bit when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We'll be eating a lot of them, different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Nice. Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I else can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Sayori, You have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'd be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, well, Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'll probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I'll be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. You may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making an excuse for him to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. Again, I think it's up to decide how to like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance of spending time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. You're okay with this, right? And then it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Fuck yeah, let's go with Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just stick with the club, okay? Oh, now they're... Really? Bruh. Ah. Well, look, how am I supposed to pick Monica if Sayori... I can't help Sayori because she's helping Monica, and if I help Monica, then I'm not picking either... Like, they want me to pick between one of these two. It's like cupcakes or like... Fuck it, she can handle the cupcakes on her own. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I already told you you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you've been helping Yuri then, Cheese? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. You feel the same way, Cheese? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why you picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden? I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most... You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize... I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. Guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Cheese. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Dude, look at that giant cow. What the hell? That's crazy. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Are you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish and was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayuri lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, if you want to come along and help out, it would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Dude, really? You gonna say that shit after what just happened in Sayuri's room? Like, saying that you wanted to be there for her, and then you're like, oh, he could just text me. I would have ditched her then. Like, fucking dude. Like, what the hell? That's absolutely rude. See, dude, there's the absolute reason why I hate this main character as a protagonist. He's absolute dickwad. ridiculous. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. See, you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. I don't know. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Why, is that where you stash your porn, jerk-ass? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. Think that would be amazing, don't you? Well, that all depends on where you place the candles, because if you put the black paper in front of the windows and then put the candles like right in front of them, that's a fire hazard, and you're just looking for trouble if you're doing that. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Yeah, not familiar at all. Same here, bro. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? It's this jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Damn, I guess, what the hell, she's just like, is she just going into alleys and like mugging people? Like, busting out the switchblade and like, give me your cash. Straight up fucking holding people up for their money and shit. Like, she wants to play all innocent, like she's, harmless, but once you, get on her bad side, she'd probably just, like, shank you and not even care. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched to it. See? Like, why? Like, if you were just gonna do this, like, just have a normal knife, not some fucking intricate, like, what the hell is she doing carrying around the damn, the Power Ranger dagger to call the Tiger Zord or some shit? What the hell? The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Yeah, of course. Yeah, fuck no, that's no ordinary pocket knife. Yeah, really, dude. I just said that. Of course, it looks really fucking fancy. She's gonna fucking behead you with it like a freaking whatever. Anyway, well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird, Yuri. Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Yep, she's the freak. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Yo, okay, I don't know how you confuse the metaphor of spiders for a fucking dagger. Like, they're not even remotely the same. Like, yeah, Natsuki's poem was about Amy liking spiders, and clearly Amy is Yuri. But just like, the hell, man? Spiders does not equal knives. There's no way that even equates to the same level of... That's just ridiculous. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Fuck yeah. She's gonna straight up give us a dagger and... Dude, what if it's like... I'm just trying to think about how big this fucking thing is. Like, she says it's a dagger, but she's... like, skinny and frail, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of how they like present her character to be, because she's all prim and proper shit, and I'm just thinking like her with this fucking goddamn Damascus steel sword and shit. Like, that's not a dagger. That's, you fucking go around and behead people with that shit. That's crazy. It's crazy. Like, and it's all intricately designed and probably like diamond encrusted shit on it that he's not even telling us about. fucking crazy. She's a crazy one, I'm telling you. It's gonna be yeah. Now that she's just showing off her knife fetish, like shit's about to go down. You know, with Saori being depressed, and now her knife fetish is nothing but bad news. I take it and turn it around in my hands. Yeah, that's right, that's not a knife. This is a knife. And she just busts out the... Yeah. It's ridiculous. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? I don't know, the Kumite, probably? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Yeah. Yeah, oh, you fucking deserve that, dumbass. Seriously. Just fucking stab your head. What was that movie where the dude's just like laughing there at the table and bro just comes up from behind him, just straight up knife right through his fucking hand, just nails him to the table and starts. I think it was like one of those prison movies, but he knifes his hand into the table, and dude can't get away, and he just starts beating the shit out of him with the food tray that they give him and shit. It's crazy. It's probably one of those like gangster movies. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. No, I'm getting my movie. It's Dust Till Dawn. That's the one. Where dude's just chilling out. You know, he got shot through the hand, and you know he has to wrap it up, and then he's just chilling there at the table, and then because he beat the shit out of the dude outside that's bringing the people into the bar. So he gets his group, and then the dude comes up from behind him, just stabs him right in the hand. It's right through the table, and just like, yeah, it's crazy. How did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Oh yeah, you don't expect a lot of things, do you, dumbass? Like all the bad shit that's about to happen around you is, I entirely blame you. It's all your fault, main character. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Whoa, okay. Hell, yeah, I fucking do that too. Like, I barely know you, and like, what the hell? Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to... But I do it... Oh, fucking course. I do it anyway. Dude, you know it's a stupid idea. Oh my god. Are you gonna fucking cut your hand off and just shove it down her mouth? Is that what you're gonna do? Oh, really, bro? Oh my god, it's so stupid. Why? Why would you do that? I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return, like... Dude, like, that is such a stupid thing to do. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. How the fuck is that even, dude? You fucking jabbed yourself with a knife, and... I mean, yeah, it was kind of weird of her to just, you know, shove your finger in her mouth to try to clean the wound, but yeah, she's not a dog, okay? She can't clean it, because, I mean, that's where most of the germs from people come from, is either their hands or their mouth, and then she's just, like, making it worse by taking your germ-infested hand and freaking shoving it in her mouth with all your blood and germs, and you know, you get germs from the mouth. It's just, you know, infecting your finger now. This is nothing but... Why can't these people be normal? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Well, yeah, of course you did something wrong, you fucking freak. Like, that's not normal human behavior. Like, you're trying to be friends with these people, and that is not socially, it is unacceptable behavior, dude. You have a lot to explain. Well, no, fuck that. I'm not even gonna listen to you explain. You're just being a fucking weirdo. Like, why? I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? You're calling me weird? Well, yeah. I mean, she was just... I mean, it's still weird for her to just shove your bleeding finger in her mouth, but I get what she was trying to do. I mean, it's not gonna work, but I get what she was trying to do. But you just straight up shoved her finger in your mouth for absolutely no reason, and somehow thought that was an appropriate response because it makes you even. Like, no, that doesn't make you even. You're being you're being an absolute fucking weirdo. Jesus, I hate this guy. Yeah, you have no response to that. You just got fucking burned, you idiot. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. Yeah, no. Dude, if this were a real-life situation, the tension would not be quickly lifted. That's fucking weird. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put in each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Oh, fuck, she's a cutter. You can't, dude, you cannot bring up the situation of a knife and going fucking acting like degenerates, and now she's doing this. Dude, like, fucking... Oh, why? Why? I'm sorry, I need a moment to compose myself, because this is... Look, we just had a very heavy conversation with the person that's supposed to be the childhood friend that we apparently found out that she's suffering from depression for pretty much her entire life, and you try to comfort her, and I don't even know if that's, you know, what you said was the correct thing to say, or, you know, anything that would help her, and you're just, you know, and you're supposed to be doing this school activity with this person, but, you know, you try to make yourself sound all self-important and shit because you're helping your friend with depression, and then she comes over, and then you're like, fucking, oh, well, if you would have told me, I would have ditched my depressed friend and come to, like, no, like, there's nothing. Oh my god, it's just a fucking train wreck, and I'm probably not even that far into the game. This is absurd. Oh my god, they just went from, like, 0 to train wreck in, like, minutes. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Yeah, I bet that's not the only thing that's red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we didn't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. It's just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me feel happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, Kia. Oh, yeah, this is about... Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrists send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Totally fine. Wonderful. in that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not like that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing work. Well, extra time to what? To what? Bro, really, you're just gonna... Seriously, this guy is just... Oh my god. Fucking hate this dude. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Ah, forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Whoa. Why did the music stop? She's like really close. That's kind of unnerving. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Oh, okay, yeah, she just... Oh, yeah. What? Why? What? Sorry? Huh? Hi, Cheese. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Cheese. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Damn, is she secretly a Supergirl or something? Because she just fucking bolted. Yeah, she just bolted the fuck out of there. Like if they almost like just popped her out of the screen, just like. Anyway, clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her? It makes me really happy. No, you can't say that shit and have little tears in your eyes. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. Yeah. Really? So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I always said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Sure, Sure, you would know what she needs, because you were absolutely not just about to ditch her because the pretty girl tells you that, oh, well, I was coming over, I forgot to text you, and you're just like, oh, well, just text me, I'll ditch her. I'm like, oh, you know, yeah, see, because, and if I pick the dearest friend, that's the bad ending, so, we're gonna pick this one. Even though you obviously don't mean it, and that's probably a lot worse, but, you know, as far as the narrative goes, I mean, from my perspective, I know you don't mean it because, you know, you're fucking around, and, oh my god, this fucking dude, I just, oh, why do they have to make the main character just such a disagreeable asshole? I love you. Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Sayori suddenly wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me, but why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayuri's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayuri meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything that I've got. Sayuri is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end stream for now. And I have a feeling this could go 50-50. But I hope you've all enjoyed watching. Those of you that were here from the beginning and those of you that have just shown up. So, yeah. It's been quite a journey of twists and turns, but yeah, unfortunately I'm just gonna have to end stream here anyway. I'm not sure when I'll pick up again. Probably Sunday more than any day. But anyway, again, hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you again Sunday. I'm not sure when, but I'll be sure to let you know when I'm deciding that I'm going to stream. So have a good night.